Okay, it's going. On behalf of Around the Block, I want to welcome everybody to our show, Which Way is Up? And just a little introduction, Around the Block believes that community and theater enrich each other. They extend our ability to deal with the difficulties of life and to enjoy each other's company and efforts. And our class, our playwriting class, combines concentration on and anyone who is interested in the class can contact us via info@aroundtheblock.org, and you're welcome to join us. And we appreciate your being here tonight. What you're going to see are short plays created by our members. Lastly, I want to mention that this, what you see tonight is really the result of hours and days of dedicated work by our wonderful directors, actors, and stage manager. So we really want to thank them and appreciate them. Thank you.
Yes, I'm coming. Art and Chaos by Marisol Carrere. Late evening. Margaret is in a living room having a drink. Using headphones, absorbed reading a self-help book. The doorbell sounds continuously. Her lover attorney has arrived.
Yes, I'm coming.
Oh my God. It must be time. It must be him. It's about time.
Who is it? Who is it?
It's Dick Lovett.
Who?
It's Dick Lovett, man. Dick Lovett.
Good God, the impatience of some people.
Oh, finally. It's about time that he shows up.
Hello. Hey, Margaret. It's me.
This is a respectable house, not Grand Central Station. And the audacity of ringing like that at this time of night.
What's the matter with you, man?
How may I help you, Mr. Lovett?
Well, you can start by letting me in. I'm freezing my ass out here.
It's okay, Raphael. You know Dick. Please, let him in.
Very well, Miss Margaret.
Thank you. Oh, and ask him if he brought the documents.
Miss Margaret wants to know if you've brought the documents with you.
Yes. Will you just open the door?
Good evening, Mr. Lovett.
It's about time.
Do come in, sir. I'll take your coat.
What took you so long to open the goddamn door, man?
I'm sorry, Mr. Lovett, but we're not expecting visitors to show up at this late at night.
Well, where's my queen? Oh, baby, how I missed you.
Hello, Dick.
What's the matter with him? I mean, that old man, it's getting senile.
I was wondering what had happened to you. I was waiting for you since this morning. What took you so long?
Oh, I'm sorry, baby doll. I mean, I had a late court appearance and so much work to finish, you know. But let me look at you. Wow, my beauty, let me kiss you. Come here. Oh, you're delicious. How are you, doll?
If you were around more often, you would know.
Oh, baby, don't be mad at me. I'm here now. I mean, if you only know how much I've missed you.
You have?
Oh, yes. I mean, I'm sorry I haven't been around. You know, I'm overloaded with work and I have business trip to attend, you know.
I was trying to get in touch with you for over 3 weeks now. You've never returned my calls.
Baby doll, you know how it goes.
No. How does it go?
Oh, come on, baby doll. Is this how you treat your lover? Hmm?
Why do you always disappear like that?
Why are you saying that? I don't disappear. You know, I'm always working, and unfortunately, all not my clients are here in New York.
Why didn't you call me?
Oh, baby, how I dreamed about making love to you every night. I mean, I meant to call you earlier, but please forgive me, baby doll. I had so much to do.
So your business trip went well?
Well, it did. I mean, but it was grueling. Tough case.
Where were you?
I mean, seeing that client who moved down to Florida.
Oh, really? That's where you got your tan from?
uh, What is this about? I mean, I'm here now, aren't I? Let's not spoil this evening. Come on, come here.
Why would I spoil this evening? I'm not the one with secrets.
You know me well, Margaret. I mean, I have nothing to hide.
Why do I have the feeling that sometimes that I really don't know you, Dick?
Um, I- you know me, baby. It's me. It's your Dick. I mean, I've always been here for you.
Yes, and thank you. We haven't known each other for so long. By the way, did you bring the documents?
Oh, of course I did. I mean, you can trust me.
Sometimes you just drift away, Dick.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Sometimes I wonder if you have a new interest elsewhere.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Margaret.
Then why is that I don't hear from you from weeks?
Enough of the accusations, right?
Why are you getting so excited? It was just a simple question.
With you, there are no simple questions. So tell me, why are you here?
Oh, you mean here as opposed to being in my apartment?
Yes.
Well, they evicted me from my co-op, said my time was up. You knew that it was going to happen. Why didn't you answer when I called you?
Margaret, I'm sorry. I wasn't here to help you, but look, I'm here now. And I'm taking care of it.
It's all screwed up. The board won't just won the proceeding against me in court for non-payment. You knew what's going to happen. Why didn't you take care of me when I asked you, like 2 months ago?
Look, I have been taking care of it, and I spoke with the board. I already drew out the necessary documents for the bank loan. So please calm down.
Everything is just slipping through my fingers.
Baby, it's heart-wrenching to see you like this. Don't cry. I'll make a few more calls in the morning.
Do you have the documents?
Of course I do. I told you I'm taking care of this for you.
Thank you. So let me see them.
Yes, of course. But first, why don't you be a good girl and get us a couple of martinis, won't you? We both need to relax.
All right. How do you want it?
Wet and smooth.
Oh, how I missed you, Dick.
I've missed you too, doll.
The last few weeks have been so excruciating.
I know, baby doll, I'm sorry. And I feel the same way too. Oh. How's Hardy?
You don't want to know how it's Artie? Here you go.
You're not getting along?
Hardly.
Why?
So much things have changed.
How so?
Oh, he used to be such a sweet boy. We were so close once. Do you want your martini?
Yeah, I do. But I mean, you know how men are, and they grow up and find their own way. So, you know. But wow. You know, the kid got an edge, and these paintings, they're darn good.
I know.
Wow.
Art is very talented.
I bet I can sell his work.
Well, I don't think he's planning to sell anything right now. Art is preparing for his first exhibition in the spring.
Oh, that's terrific. I would love to represent him.
Oh, I think he already has representation.
Oh, yeah? Who?
Oh, someone he met in Paris, in France. I believe he's helping to promote him.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, one can never had enough connections, but I mean, I'm gonna have the painting evaluated. I think it's
Oh,
worth it.
no. You need to ask Artsy first.
Oh, I mean, yes, of course. I was planning to ask him, but I mean, but okay. But you, my goddess, and how I'm gonna make love to you tonight, just the way you like it.
Mm. You're certainly number one.
Mm,
So hard.
yeah, I can't resist you. I just want to kiss every inch of your body.
You know how much I love that.
Oh, I'm all yours, baby. Point the way to your bedroom.
Yes. But first, let me have the documents before we forget.
I won't forget. They're right in my briefcase. So, gorgeous, come on. I mean, you're so hot and it's been so long. Let's deal with business afterwards, all right?
Nick, please.
Oh, baby doll, you know I've got you, right? And I got to have you now. Come on. Let's forget about everything for a while.
Yes. But just, let's just cut these papers aside so we can go over them later, okay? Just give them to me.
We'll go over everything, all right? I mean, after you let me make love to you, and right now I'm about to explode. So
I'm sure.
yeah, so I mean, okay. You win. If it makes you feel any better.
Thank you.
You sure know how to torture a man. Let's see. Wait, I think it's here because I remember a puppy. Wait, it's like
Is there anything wrong?
no, baby doll. I mean, I have your documents in here somewhere. Let me see. It's not this. It's just like I remember having them in my hand, and then I just before I leave the office,
Dick,
hold on. I mean, I know I have them inside here somewhere.
Dick!
What's the matter? I mean, I'm trying to remember, and I got a call before leaving the office, and could I have left the file in my desk? I don't remember.
How could you, Dick?
Oh, hold on. Let me think. I mean, I called my secretary into she helped me with the deposition for the expert witness, and then I had it on my phone. Probably in the frenzy, I might have put the file on my desk, and it's possible that I forgot to retrieve them.
Dick Lovett, how could you?
Baby, I was in such a hurry because I was running for coming and see you. I mean, I just run off and forget your file. I'm sorry, baby.
Dick, I can't believe this. You know I have a meeting with the bank tomorrow.
Baby, I know this is important for you. It's important for me too. All right? But don't worry. I'll get into my office first thing in the morning tomorrow, and I will pick up the documents, and I will meet and then we can meet at the bank, together, and forget about it. Let's go to bed. Let's go to bed, baby. Come on. Right now, I just want to be inside you.
I'm no longer in the mood, Dick. Raphael will sit you out.
What?
Raphael?
Oh
Yes, madam.
Seek him out.
Blackout.
Fear of being forgotten. Lizzie and Brian meet in the town park, a small town park in Midlands, Ireland. It is drizzling rain. It looks cold and bright. There are small Ireland flags and beer cans thrown around a bench stage center. Lizzie and Brian approach the bench from different directions. They sit down side by side and light up cigarettes.
Listen, Brian, I haven't much time to talk. I have to get back to the hotel by 1:30 or Dad will lose the remains of his mind. Let's make it quick. Are you coming to the meeting today or what? We have to get this thing sorted out fast. Anyone would think you don't care about your future. Maybe you don't.
Oh, just give me a minute, Lizzie. I'm only up out of the scratcher, all right? I didn't even wait for Ma to serve up the fry. Did you bring me that bottle of Lucozade? It's the only cure. Oh my God. It was some game last night, eh? Irish heroes. What a fine little country we are, Lizzie.
Yeah, Brian. Oh, it's a brilliant country, all right. Tell me this. Do I look like your mother? Last time I checked, I wasn't 50 and didn't have a limp and an alternating black eye. I am supposed to be your fiance, but you can't get to seem to get that straight in your head.
Lizzie, you're always complaining. All right? It was a special night. Ireland in the Euro Cup. Hey, some buzz around the place, right? Sure, yeah, the whole town had a few drinks, but Jesus, the pub was electric. Peter O'Driscoll sang a few songs after the match, and Carrigan stood the house around. We were bursting with pride. A night for the history books, Lizzie.
Lizzie throws her half-smoked cigarette on the ground. She watches it smoke.
Maybe so, but I didn't pick the whole town up off the floor at the end of the night, did I? Just you. It was a soccer match, Brian, not a siege on Dublin. Can you clean yourself up by this evening or what? You have to look like husband material, so wear the tie I got you and comb your hair.
Well, we can't all be posh hotel owners like you lot. But I know how to make myself presentable. I didn't need to go up to art college in Dublin to learn that either. I don't know why you're so fixated on going to the States anyway. Sure, haven't you got a fine future ahead of you here in Ballymore with the rest of the family business? It's different for the likes of me who needs building work, right? If I could get anything here, I wouldn't be going anywhere. Hard times.
Becoming a rooming house landlady in a provincial town is not a fine life, Brian. It's a bloody prison made out of other people's filth. That place will kill me. If I have to reschedule again, it'll look like you aren't interested. Decide now once and for all. You aren't the only man in Ireland that won a green card. I can find someone else, you know. They threw those Morrison visas out like sweets at a country fair. The country is littered with them. 2 a penny.
Yeah, sure. Who wouldn't want to marry a big lump of a handy lad like me? Half the women in town are running around after me and Peter O'D last night. I'll have to carry a big stick with me in the future.
And the men too, no doubt. Why you and Peter insist on going to that pub is beyond me. It's a dirty, degenerate kip. You would strike up such a fine figure in a town, in a New York supper club, and with me on your arm, Brian Fitzgerald.
A good pint's a good pint, Lizzie, all right? And there are no pints in New York supper clubs. Tell me this. Do we even have enough money to pay for the priest this evening? You know, carpenter work is scarce these days. Eh? Hard times.
It's all paid for. I sorted it out all last week. I told you last night, but I suppose you can't remember.
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah, God, I do. Yeah, of course, surely do. Yeah. Fair play to you, Lizzie. I'm not too clear on the details of how you got the money together, mind you. But you got it together anyway. You mind me well.
Peter approaches a little drunkenly.
Well, would you look at who it is? Ballymore's very own Romeo and Juliet. Well, what's the story? You are looking fierce well, Lizzie. My father was only commenting on your blossoming beauty this morning, and he's a fussy bastard, that fella. Oh, he likes you, though. Says you have a lovely arse.
Show excellent taste and a good eye, Peter. For the ladies, anyway. Your own eyes appear to be a little crossed and droopy today, or since last night, I should say. Well, I'm just going back to work. 'Tis well for some that don't have to get up early of a morning. There will be no more of that after we are married, Mr. Bryan. Make no mistake. I will see you at 5 o'clock at the priest's house. Don't be late.
I will not, Lizzie. I will see you there with my good tie on and my hair combed and greased. That's a promise. Mind yourself at work.
Are you ready for Kerrigan's bride? Some crack last night. I thought we had died and gone to heaven. Although what heaven would you need when Ireland is playing like that?
Oh, shit, Pod. I can't go drinking again. She'll kill me if I'm late for the pre-marriage counseling at the cathedral. She has it paid for and all. I'm definitely dead if I show up drunk.
Will you not be worrying about that? Sure, didn't she say herself that's not till 5 o'clock? What harm would a few shandies be before then? You will need a bit of courage anyway, I dare say, marrying that good-looking tyrant. She's as bad as my old fellow with her bossiness and notions.
That she is, yes. But she's also an able woman, and she'll make a decent wife. She'll mind me. A man should be well-minded, POD.
I suppose. Ara, come on down to Kerrigan's with me, and we can go over the match and the evening shenanigans. I'll make sure you're at the cathedral by 5. When did I ever let you down?
Come on, so. Time is wasting and the crack is waiting.
That's more like it. Come on, quick, man. The pints won't drink themselves.
They start walking off stage.
You aren't really going to marry Lizzie, though, are you?
By God, I am. But you never know. I might not.
They start laughing and running off stage. The end.
Age of Discovery by Carlos Jerome. The office of the principal of Seward Park High School on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, 1950s.
Yes. Come in, Rachel. Have a seat. Time. You'll be in your final semester soon.
Was my application for the Discovery approved?
Well, there's an issue.
Wasn't the proposal clear? Miss Jackson went over it with me before we sent it.
Miss Garcia, you're a mystery. Your spectacular grades, the 2 state scholarships, which wouldn't be too unusual for a Hunter High girl, but no Seward student, girl or boy, has ever done that. On the other hand, the gang fights, your arrest, well, you've cooled down some. I've had a report from your probation officer.
Did she say something that'll block me from the Discovery?
No, the report's favorable, at least on the surface. By the way, she says you joined a theater group at Hamilton House. May I come to one of your performances?
That would be cool. You like theater?
That's an understatement. Do I like theater? Especially if you're in it. Let me know the dates. So, a girl of many talents.
Will you cut that?
Rachel, I've received notice from Discovery that you're the top applicant from Seward Park.
All right, yes! That is like so fine, right? They have like research scientists up there as advisors.
Yes, and if they like what you do, they'll ask you to help on one of their projects in the future.
I wonder how good their labs are.
They've got everything up to date.
Because cells aren't just like black boxes reacting to stimuli. I just want to see their insides.
But before you get too enthusiastic,
Forces pounding inside their nuclei.
something bothers me, and not just me. I can tell from her report your probation officer has the same doubts. You're staying out of trouble, apparently, but your friends are, how to say, the street crowd, to be kind, the lumpen, isn't that what your family would call them?
How'd you know?
I read a few of the relevant books. Not good to broadcast that nowadays. So your sister must share my opinion of your friends.
I don't see her much. We don't get along.
We've tried to contact her. Where is she?
Busy with her jobs and meeting.
Too busy saving humanity to worry about your education? Did your mother ever consider having some other family member take care of you while she's away?
No, my sister has custody of me, but sometimes I sleep at my friend's house.
I'm sure you've got a few fascinating secrets. I'd love to hear them.
What are you, Mr. Cooper?
I'm still trying to figure you out, Rachel. Won't you let me do that?
Should I be surprised?
Sometime, now or later?
Are you gonna send me to the Discovery or not?
I'm not sure.
Because?
Because I'm not convinced you really want to go there. Look at the people you hang out with. What, you think you're the new Walt Whitman? Or you have some kind of Elmer Goldman commitment to the downtrodden?
So was she.
What's wrong with the kids who like to study?
They're the ones I'm tight with, but I don't feel like a kid.
Yes, in some ways you seem grown up.
I've had to look after myself.
But you say you like theater. Then why did you drop honors literature? The world's greatest playwrights and poets?
Even the Spanish Golden Age, I felt horrible, torn. That's me. But I couldn't stay the extra hours. I work.
I had a store on Orchard Street. But you have time for other activities, like the Deb Devils. The probation report says you may still be a member.
We've all grown up together.
So you give up learning to hang out with a violent street gang?
I'm not giving up my studies. You know how much I learned preparing for my Discovery project? Not just biology, English, and math too. But some things you can't learn in books or a classroom.
I'll bet. Maybe you can teach me. Is that what I'm missing? You're not our only candidate. You want to be oppositional? Forget the Discovery.
No, please, Mr. Cooper.
Then play ball with me.
That's your condition. It's not about scientific talent.
Events are multiply determined.
Have I heard this before?
Where are you going?
May I close the door? It's chilly here. Could we meet at the Discovery program?
Garcia.
Go for a drink? You said you wanted to know me better.
Rachel, what is it about you? You're so... Yes. Control boy! You better sit where you were. Don't think that I'm not flattered, but we can't socialize. Not at this point. As much as we'd like to, we have to wait. Yes, it's hard.
I noticed. You were being so straightforward.
You're something, should I say, inspiring?
I don't understand. You said that if I don't play ball...
Oh, God, what kind of demon do you take me for?
I thought you liked me. Those lines you were throwing me.
You think I didn't mean them? Do I contradict myself? You're attractive. Maybe after you graduate, we can meet for that drink. I won't be violating anything then. Or will I?
Well, you're violating something today, leading me to think there's only one way to the Discovery.
I don't blackmail young women into relationships. Is that what kind of treatment you expect?
I've been around the block. So you just want me to promise to meet you next year and you'll let me go to the program?
No, there's something more important.
Are you gonna tell me what it is, or are you gonna want me to play guessing games all day?
Okay, I'll level with you. Know what the Board of Ed thinks of Seward Park High School? We're the pits, A ghetto dump whose only claim to fame was a pair of atom spy lovebirds. You're our star, proof that we can produce scholars. Those kids in the honors class will give their right arm to be in the Discovery program, and they'd be grateful to this school.
Well, I'm grateful, and I'd give my right arm too.
But your whole way says the opposite. Your clothes. Or is it insecurity? At this point, I don't care. Look, they want clean white boys at the program. I'm willing to give you a chance, but damned if we'll be represented by a girl hoodlum. That's just the image we're trying to get past.
I'm no hoodlum.
I know how the dice are loaded against you. I came up in Brownsville. Okay, it wasn't as bad as around here. All your cousins were still down in Puerto Rico, but it was almost as bad. My mother had me, my older brother, and the kid to raise by herself. Only two of us made it through the Depression.
Did you have to be on your own a lot?
Exactly.
And
She
your brother
hardly
used
had
to
time for me.
And your brother used to goof on you and beat on you?
No, what made you imagine that? After he died, it was just my kid sister and I.
Right. It was cold out there.
Yes. But my mother taught me one thing, the most important, something I'm trying to get across to you, how to pick your friends.
I have good friends. That's all I've got.
You think so? Listen, if I'd have hung out with the budding Murder Incorporated crew, you think I would have gotten where I am? Where am I? People judge you by the company you keep, especially you, because of your mother.
So that's the real reason you're blocking me? You want me to think my mother's a criminal? Go ahead. But you won't turn me against her. No way.
Did I say anything about what I think? What goes on inside the mind? That's your business. In times like these, it's better kept private. A union leader in prison for her ideas. The government will have a lot to explain years from now, but it's not my place to comment on that. When will your mother come home?
With good behavior, she'll get out next year. You mean if she'd gotten out sooner, I'd have a shot at the Discovery?
Her absence doesn't affect your application. If the papers did a story about you at the Discovery, the geniuses at the Board of Ed would never think to tie you to her, if they even know who she is. Most of them don't read the newspapers anyway. Robert Goldstein. Who's that? She never used your father's name.
She doesn't believe in that.
Not even when your father was alive.
You didn't believe in that either.
They wouldn't have to believe, just follow. It's the American way. Even the famous Ethel changed her name. Tell me something. Your mother was here in the 30s, right?
I don't know the exact years.
Didn't she used to hang with Ethel Greenglass and Julius Rosenberg?
They knew each other, but how well? Why?
Just wonder.
I don't get a chance to talk a lot with my moms. I see her only once a month. Even then, there's a guard watching over us.
I got this hunch. She and Ethel were bosom buddies. And if I'd have been principal at the time, modesty aside, they both would have learned a fundamental skill, how to compromise.
Aren't you back in Bronxville then? Learning algebra?
Funny you say that. Algebra was the first course that gave me trouble. I had to bust my behind.
I thought your mother taught you algebra, the associative law, right?
What do you mean, associative law? Don't embarrass me, Rachel. What, wasn't that AB times C equals... Wait a minute.
Equals A times BC. No, I mean your mother's law. Associating with the right people. Just joking.
I know. You think proper association is a joke, like my algebra.
Sorry, Mr. Cooper. Sometimes I kid around too much. I wasn't trying to embarrass you, really. You know what I like about you?
You mean there is something?
If there wasn't, would I have... What do you think I am? Don't answer that. I like the way you talk to yourself. You ask yourself questions. It's like the real you is challenging the part that's... The real you is asking what's important.
The real me?
I don't know if I could ever do that. I mean, what if people started laughing?
I don't let just anybody over here. Something about you.
And why don't you want me to go to the Discovery?
Who says I don't want you to go? You'd be my choice. But whether you go or not depends on you. Flexibility is vital. With that one lesson, your mother might be free and her pal might not have been executed.
Oh, and I might be acceptable for the Discovery program?
Just drop the low lights you hang with. Dirt rubs off and everybody sees you.
Why should that bother you?
A lot of people are hoping I get burned. I've already had sarcastic comments from the principal at Bronx Science. Henry Cooper's going to turn Seward Park into a research institute. Smug bastard. You didn't hear me say that. So why can't you stay away from the gutter?
My mother was never with me much. She and my sister had their world. I found my own. The people you call dirt, that's my real family.
Maybe they were. But don't you see you're better than they are? The Discovery is a nationally recognized program, part of the race to space. What do you want to do? Step onto the world platform or stay sitting on some Lower East Side trash can?
It's gotta be either or?
Here's a better either or. Either you make a clean break or I send Michael Denko to the program. He may not have your smarts and he's not as pretty, but he'll fit in.
Don't I have the right to choose my own friends?
Sure. And I have a right to choose a respectable candidate. Is this such a big sacrifice for the Discovery? Didn't you say you give your right arm and, judging from a few minutes ago, some other parts of you too?
Maybe, but not my heart. Friends, that's not something you turn off and on like a smile. They are me. A home I belong to. No matter what goes down anywhere else, that's all there is, not respectability.
A word not in your vocabulary, right? You don't care if people see you in Seward Park as inferior? Kind of amazing. Should I?
Should you care what they think? Was that the question, Henry?
The other me?
To value more the inside of a person. What's wrong with that? Tell the Bronx Science bastard you don't play by his associative rules. I spit on those rules. Tell your moms that...
My mother's dead.
Tell her anyway. Tell her you're crossing the uncrossable line.
There's another line I've got to focus on, Rachel. The level of education here. I'm responsible to that line.
Mr. Cooper, you know why I stayed in school after my bust? I was ready to quit. All I cared about was the clique, the Deb Devils. It wasn't anyone here got me to cool things. It was my friends, the ones that couldn't make it in school themselves. How'd you gonna be quitting, girl? You're a rep. They believed in me. You think I would duck out on them?
I'm not talking forever. Look, in 6 months, the Discovery is over. You'll be in college. You can have whatever friends you like then. Even me. I'll have no power over you. Half a year. Well, do you want the Discovery or not?
Okay, 6 months.
For real.
What else would it be?
Now you're making sense. Then you're on for the program. Begins next Saturday.
The cell nuclear are thanking you. Am I crazy to be this happy?
We're both happy. The city will get a new picture of Seward.
Maybe you get a ticket to a respectable school. Is that what this is about?
Don't start imagining things. Congratulations. You'll enjoy the Discovery. Remember your promise, right?
Yeah, nobody'll see me with them.
Whoa. I'm not just talking about in public. I mean, you stay completely away from them.
Right. Well, does it do harm if I talk with people inside their homes?
Yes, it does harm. You're inside their home and something else happens inside their home. Somebody sees you there, makes an assumption, or you get involved and you make a commitment. You don't think I know how that works?
I have no life, that's what you're telling me?
However you want to phrase it, just half a year. Now, do I have your word? Don't I?
Sure.
Good. Stay in touch. Oh, and Rachel, take a look out there. See that character across the street?
Eddie the...
The pimp. Eddie the pimp. He comes here every day looking for prey.
I know him, but I wouldn't have anything to do with him.
Maybe not you, but are you sure about those prostitutes you? And if not, give your friends a few years. Statistically, they're headed for careers like that. Hustling, drug addiction, you name it.
If you want to talk odds, I'll bet there's 1 or 2 of those college-bound kids that'll be pimping or prostituting themselves. Maybe they won't call it that.
Okay, don't go philosophical on me. I show you this only to let you know that I stay informed.
So what, you gonna keep tabs on me? You wouldn't take my word?
I'm taking your word, but I'm not depending on it. I get reports from probation officers, from the police, from a lot of places.
Is that why you were asking me if my mom knew Ethel Rosenberg? So you have something to tell your cop friends?
You're missing my point, Miss Garcia. All I'm saying is don't waver. Don't try to cross me. If I hear you're hanging out with the neighborhood scum or anytime or anywhere, even in your home or theirs, you're out of the discovery. And more, you won't graduate. I'll make sure of that.
Your star student doesn't graduate? What will the Board of Ed say, huh? You can block me from the discovery, but not graduation.
Try me. Anyway, I'm just mentioning that. I know you're going to do the right thing. Use your head.
Mr. Cooper, you know what you were saying about Mike Denko? Maybe he would be better for the program.
Hold on, Rachel. Now hold on.
I don't think I could get off from my job all those Saturdays.
Don't the stores and orchard close Saturdays?
Mike is nice and he's clean and lucky.
Don't be silly, Rachel. You know the kind of opportunity this is.
Right. I see what kind of opportunity. I pity you.
The discovery.
Take your discovery and shove it.
Come back here, fool! Wacko. Shit. Get lost. Go discover yourself. Doris, listen, find Michael Denko. Have him come to my office at the end of the period. Now, on second thought, don't tell him anything yet. I'll get back to you. Associative law, uncrossable. I spit on that law, you Bronx science bastard!
About the Cat by Gloria Zelaya. Rob and Rose's apartment. Rose opens the door for Letty. Rob is looking around. He gets on top of the sofa, looks behind him, then gets upside down.
Hey, come in, Letty. At last you're here. Make yourself comfortable.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, I've not seen you in a while. Are you ladies going for a bike ride again?
Not today. I wanted to see both of you. What are you doing? A new mode of exercise?
Mia? Baby! Mia sometimes hides in the most unexpected places. I haven't seen her for a while. I'm beginning to panic.
Rob dedicates his free time to Mia, nothing else. She rules this house. I'm just tired of it.
Are you competing for attention?
Not at all. Don't you see what's going on? She rules this house.
Well, you're hardly home. It's all about your work.
Here we go again. What about you? Complaining all the time?
You don't like to hear the truth.
You don't like to hear what I have to say.
Rose, what about something to drink?
What would you like?
Green tea would be great, with honey if you have.
Rob, what about you?
Nothing. Let me know if you see Mia.
Rose exits to the kitchen.
She'll appear any moment. They're independent creatures. That's what I like about them. I'm very much a cat person.
She's adorable. You'll fall in love with her. I wonder what happened. She never takes this long to come to me.
I'll give you a hand. Maybe she needs help. Maybe she's having a panic attack. We need to understand how she's feeling.
She's mad at me.
Why?
I didn't serve her favorite meal.
Oh no. What does she like?
Chicken soup. I think that's why she doesn't want to see me.
Oops. Oh yes. She must be mad. But I'm sure she loves you.
It's a mutual love.
What can we do? We need to understand what's going on with Mia. I got it. I'm sure Mia will be happy. We'll do an improvisation.
Wait a minute, what's that?
It's just a little theater magic. We'll bring Rosa in too.
Absolutely not. You're nuts. No, this is not a theater class, okay? Letty, you're crazy if you think I can do something like that. We're not actors.
You pretend that your character's in a play.
Absurd.
No, it is not theater of absurd.
I'm not ready. Just not now, not ever.
I know this is out of your comfort zone, but if you put in a little effort, you won't regret it. Mia will be happy, I promise.
Not now, not ever. I'll look like an idiot.
This will be among us.
Well, I'm not ready.
We're in a safe space. You'll be all right.
Okay, explain how this improvisation or whatever it is works.
Sure.
Actually, you know what? Forget it. You're asking me to do something completely foreign to me. Just go and do it with your actor friends.
Trust the process. You have nothing to lose. In theater, unexpected things happen.
Talking about theater, how is theater life going? I know it's not an easy profession.
It's a career like any other.
I heard actors are narcissists, that they feel entitled, constantly needing other people to admire them, preoccupied with success and lacking empathy for others. It's just a career I don't understand.
It's nothing to understand. Arts have a place in society. We're vital. We're the people's voices.
It's a lot of hustling. With Mia, I need a more relaxed life.
Understandable. Now, can we start our little project?
What project?
The improvisation.
I don't think I'm cut for this.
This may surprise you.
Rob starts pacing. He stops, looks at Letty.
How?
It's something you must experience. This will also help Mia in more than one way.
Help Mia?
Yes, we can find out what's happening with her.
For real. But if I don't like it, we can stop.
Of course.
In that case, it's a deal.
Rose enters carrying a tray with a teapot, honey, and 2 cups. Rob serves himself a cup of tea and starts to drink.
Rose, we're going to do an improvisation.
We are? About what?
The idea is to find out what is going on with Mia.
If you say so.
Great. We'll see who's the winner. Let's begin. Be in the moment.
In the moment? Oh, okay. I can try.
Good. Shake your bodies. You should be relaxed. Don't force it. Ready?
All right, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Good. Now, let's see how Mia feels if she could talk. Rose, you'll embody Mia.
Right on.
Rob, you'll embody Mia as well and talk to each other.
What? No. I want to know what to do.
It is now or never. Rose, be brave.
I don't know if I can go far with this.
You won't regret it. Go with the flow. Just relax.
All right, if you say so.
I want both of you to think like Mia, act like Mia, move like her. Go!
Rose, you're intelligent, but you're so demanding. You want things done your way, meow. That can be annoying.
Well, Rob, you're a good person. You care for other people and the animals of the planet. I admire that about you. Just that you need to relax. It's like you're hyperventilating. That makes me nervous. Wow.
Well, if you bring me nice treats, I'll be happy. Rob, too. Meow.
You like to cook. I like my chicken soup. Rose wants you to cook for her, too.
Sure. If you're home at reasonable times. I would like for you to be more affectionate. That would make me happy. What about rubbing my back? That feels good. Meow.
If that makes you happy, I'll be happy. And the flowers you got me for our anniversary, they were beautiful.
We like them. I was able to taste them. Even if Rosa was angry at me for messing up the floor.
You're a clown.
Well, better to be a clown than to be like someone that doesn't have a sense of humor. Smile once in a while, would you, meow?
Lies. I like to have a good time.
Calm down. You're doing well. Let's continue.
Rob, I'm coming home late today. It's my friend's birthday. You celebrate all your friends' birthdays and you forget mine.
When I ask you how I feel, you say, I don't want to talk about it. You leave me alone and you ignore me.
Well, if you would pay attention to me.
What about that woman you went to a coffee shop with? Are you having an affair? Be honest.
Don't be silly. I told you it was a client.
Yeah, I heard that before. Client. Yeah, right. That's how they're called now? I'm not stupid.
Believe me, it's not such a thing. It was a job assignment.
Dressed in a suit.
I told you before. It was a favor. Gabriel asked me to do it for him.
Gabriel, again. He has played it a few times before.
His old cat needed help.
I get the picture. We like cats.
Yes, we do. Clear now? I'm here with you. Okay? Let's compromise.
I need to feel that you care for me.
Rose, I do care for you. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Me either.
And what if we try to understand each other?
That makes sense.
That was so touching. Now give each other a kiss.
Rob and Rose look at each other with doubt. They begin to move in a circle. Their movements are choreographed, slow in the beginning. Music plays. They look at each other, getting closer. They touch each other with their fingertips sensually. Letty smiles and pushes them against each other. Rose and Rob kiss. Mixed with music, we hear
Mia! Mia! It's Mia. She's in the bedroom.
Now is the time for new beginning.
Rob, what do you think?
I'll do my best.
Let's go for it.
Bravo! You're both winners. I must go soon.
I was planning to do falafels for dinner.
Oh, Rob makes them delicious.
Next time, I'm teaching a Zumba class.
You could teach in my gym.
My schedule is flexible. Hoping that I can teach soon at your gym, Rose. Now go. Mia's waiting.
They start walking toward the bedroom, holding hands. Romantic music is heard. End of scene.
Comfort Woman by Tanya Ko Hong. A Kyung's small apartment and housing for single seniors in Seoul. It's the 1990s.
Why do you keep showing up in my dream? Do you want to take me home? Do you want to say something? I want to go too, but not now. Many salespeople these days. Can't they see they're in wrong neighborhood? I won't buy it. Go away.
Hi, Minnie. It's me, Kelly, your granddaughter.
Who? Kelly? Pulling my leg. My granddaughter is in America.
Yes, it's me, Kelly. On me.
You better be on me.
A Kyung unlocks 2 deadbolt locks and 3 regular locks, then opens the door.
하나님 맙소사. You, Kelly, on me. Oh,
Hello, Harmony. Who's here? It's me, your granddaughter, Kelly. Unmi. I thought you weren't home. I was knocking for a long time.
Kelly puts down her suitcases and a large watermelon.
Unmi, Kelly. Aren't you supposed to be in America? Come in. Come in first. You are so wet, Aigo. You look like a mouse who fell in the water. Come in.
She tries to take her suitcases and watermelon.
Let me take them. They're heavy.
Sorry, my home is so humble. I don't want you to get a summer cold. Not even a dog catches a summer cold. I can't believe you're here. I was in deep sleep. That's why I didn't hear you knocking.
Henry, it's okay. Your home is cozy.
Ae-kyung locks the 5 locks on the door.
Henry, why so many locks?
Why didn't you have an umbrella?
Los Angeles has no rain in the summer. The sky was so clear, I had no idea. Suddenly the heavy rain came. There were people coming from nowhere saying, Usan, Usan sayo. But I didn't even have a hand to hold one. It's already soaking wet. It was kind of fun to walk in the new puddles.
How did you come? I can't believe it. Let me see you. You look just like your mother when she was your age. How old are you? 21, right?
I know Uma said in Korea, I'm 21 because on New Year's Day, everyone gets 1 year older, but I haven't had my birthday yet. I'm still only 20.
Why on earth did you bring a watermelon? It's heavy like a rock.
I just got it from the store on the corner. Azuma at the store knew me. She said, I know who you are. You are Unmi. You are from America. Your grandmother carries your pictures.
Oh, you got the watermelon from Mrs. Lee, the corner store, huh?
So nice. She didn't even take any money from me. I need to pay her later. Oma said your favorite summer fruit is watermelon. She mixes your dishes made out of watermelon rind. I want to taste them too.
I'll thank her. I'll pay for the watermelon. Don't worry. Now you call her Imo Harmony. She's like my sister, okay? Here is brand new towel. It's so clean. Dry yourself.
Ae-kyung takes an embroidered vest from a box and shows it to Kelly.
Here, I made this vest for you. I really thought I wouldn't see you before I die. I saved it in the box. See, this flower? I made 1,000 hand stitches for you. I counted every single stitch. I prayed it will protect you from all bads. Soldiers used to wear a vest with 1,000 stitches for protection.
Oh, Harmony, it's so pretty. 감사합니다. I can't wait to show it to my friends, but I don't like it when you say you'll die. You won't die. Yay! Now look, I'm protected forever.
Oh, it looks really nice on you.
Ae-kyung accidentally drops the box and pictures and newspaper clippings fall on the floor.
No, let me help you pick them up. Oh, wow. What's this? It's beautiful.
It's called a norige. You put it on when you wear a traditional Korean dress, hanbok. This one is from my mother. It's old. I'll probably give it to you later, but I want to keep it now. It's the only thing I have from her.
Of course, Harmony. You should hang on to it. You don't need to give it to me. It's precious. What about those old photos? Is your mother in any of the photos?
I don't have a photo of my mother. It's a long time ago, old time. No one has photos. I have her in my heart. She looks younger than me now, though.
When did your mother die? Was she young?
I don't like to talk about the past.
Then who were those women? What are those photos? I'm curious.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's just random photos that I have.
Then at least you have my Oma's pictures when she was young. I don't have any pictures of her when she was a baby, a child, or even my age.
Ae-kyung closes the box and puts it in the drawer.
I'll look for them. I may or may not have it. I don't like to keep things.
That's cool. Thank you. Henry, did you make a vest for Oma too?
Of course. I made one for your mother too. You take this one to her.
Oh, wow, another 1,000 stitches. How long did it take? Henry, wait. I've got something for you. Oma sent me with these gifts for you and this letter.
Your Oma spends too much money. I don't need any gifts.
Oma wants to thank you for letting me stay here in Korea with you.
Here? It is so small. Where will you sleep? It's so tiny. Why didn't your mother call me you were coming?
It's in the letter.
She should have called.
She said if she called, you wouldn't let me come.
She's right. You can't stay here. Someone in Korea? It's raining and so humid. No, you can't stay here. No.
Read the letter first. Aren't you going to open your gift boxes?
I'll open them later.
Well, I'm a backpacker. I've slept in a tent so many times. This is huge. There's plenty of room for both of us.
No, it's too small. No, you can't stay here.
Please, I have to work on my final sociology project for the university. Don't you want me to have a degree? I need to meet Korean women who survived the war and hear their stories. It's so important. I've got to stay here. I have some rent money, but I'd rather spend it on my project. I'll clean your home, do dishes, laundry. Is that okay? Aren't you going to read Oma's letter?
I will read it later. I will open the boxes later too. Anyway, are you hungry?
Oh, I'm really 배고파.
배고파? I don't have any food at home, but look here. Which one do you like? Chinese, Korean, hamburger, this or that? Which one?
Wow, yummy. This one and that one. Black noodles and dumplings. I like those. Oh, and may I have white rice and kimchi too? Do you have your kimchi? Oma said your kimchi is the best.
Of course. I have a kimchi. I always save kimchi for your Oma. You must be so hungry. Jajangmyeon and mandu and kimchi and rice, right? Anything else?
That's plenty. More than enough. Thank you, Harmony. You're the best.
나예요. 난데 저기 곱빼기 짜장면하고 군만두하고
Harmony, order a double order of the kunmandu. Double.
군만두 2개 하고
Tell them I just arrived from America and want to eat soon. I'm starving.
빨리 해다 줘요. 우리 소녀가 미국서 왔는데 그래 빨리 지금 우리 집 알죠? 주소 알죠? 그래요 빨리 해다 줘요.
How long till they get here?
The food will be here in 20 minutes. I'm going to go to the store to get soda, cookies, and ice cream. I'll also look for a place for you to stay. If you really need to stay in Korea, don't worry about the rent money. I have saved your New Year's money for you all these years.
I'll come with you. I want to check everything out.
No, you're tired. I'll be fast. You stay here and watch TV and rest.
She turns to the audience.
I need to ask Mrs. Lee to read this letter to me at the store. I think she has a spare room. Maybe she'll rent it to Kelly. I can't believe my baby granddaughter is here. Am I dreaming? It's not a dream. It's real. I thought I would die before I saw my Kelly. Of course, I would like her to stay here, but no. She can't stay here. Watch me go wild at night. I don't want her to see me crazy. I don't know. I haven't slept right in the last 45 years. I have to turn all the lights day and night. I'm scared someone will take me away. I close and lock the windows. Even on the summer nights, I go to sleep and scream. I want to wake up, but I'm frozen.
Hi, Minnie. Are you still here?
My mind is awake, but I can't move. Dirty, creepy hands touching my body. I want to push them away. I barely managed to wake myself up, then I can't stop screaming. I'm turning on the TV all night long. My neighbors can't hear me screaming. She can't hear my screaming. She doesn't know about this. Every night I become 15 years old again. Grab my shoes to run away. I open my door. I don't remember doing it, but I find myself on the street in the morning. It's pathetic. Now I've got 5 locks on my doors, and then I can't run out of my own room. When I was there, I ran away. I didn't go far. Soldier grabbed me, tossed me on the ground. My head hit a rock, bleeding. Can you see the scar? This scar, this is nothing. The real scar is here in my heart. Can't heal. Try to ignore it, but it never goes away. Honestly, I would rather have died there. Who wants to live treated worse than cows and pigs? I wanted it to be gone. But when I closed my eyes, my mother's face appeared. Oh, mother, if I die here, my mother couldn't live. I must go home. I'll show her that I have become a woman. If I die here, mother will be ashamed. I have to live. Go home. Pretend nothing happened. That was the only reason I had to survive. I don't know how I survived and how I came back. I don't want to remember. In my dreams, I grab a knife and protect myself. I close my eyes and I swing the knife. I wake up and then I'm slicing up clothes on the hooks. Sometimes I hurt myself as well. Now I hide all knives. I barely even cook with the knives anymore. My hands get shaky when I hold a knife. But now my granddaughter wants me to make her watermelon rind. My granddaughter, Kelly, even cut watermelon for me. How can I say no? Kelly thinks watermelon is my favorite summer fruit. Well, the forced truth is believable, isn't it?
Hi, Minnie. Are you okay? What are you talking about?
Well, what do you mean? Talking to a watermelon? I have to remember how to make a watermelon rind. It was a long time ago, so I forgot how to make it. When you live alone, you talk to yourself. I'll show you how to lock this.
Kyung goes to the door and opens the 5 locks.
I see. Why so many locks? Are you hiding huge amounts of gold?
Bad soldiers coming.
What bad soldiers?
Oh, who said bad soldiers? I said bad thieves. Bad thieves are everywhere. Here is how you lock them. And don't answer the door, okay?
Okay.
Kelly goes back to the TV. They are showing black and white pictures of young Korean girls on a truck.
Wait, hi, Minnie. Do you see this? Those women are who I want to interview. That's why I'm here. I need to find them. Oh, they look like young girls. Oh, the front girl looks like she's pregnant, doesn't she? Hi, Minnie. Wait, look at the TV. You need to help me here. They look like one of your old photos from your box, exactly like the one I picked. Oh, look at the armed, uniformed men. Are those the bad soldiers that you were talking about? Isn't this a story of... Do you know those girls, hi, Minnie? It looks terrible. Oh, they look very frightened, scared. I want to know their stories. Do you know anything about them?
How do I know them? I don't have photos either. You talk too much. I don't know anything. I know nothing. I need to go to the store now. You eat lunch and go back to America. I think Mrs. Lee does not have a spare room to rent.
I just got here. I can't go back. I've got to finish my project. I need to talk to those women to hear their stories, their truth. That's my mission. If you don't want me to stay here with you, I'll find a place nearby. I think I can find a room myself. Maybe teach English or something.
I have to go pay Mrs. Lee for the watermelon.
Vinyl by James Peel. Bernard is behind a counter smoking a cigarette early Saturday morning. Joanne is looking through some records on shelves.
You gonna get those new releases on the shelves before I get back? Joanne, are you gonna get those new releases on the shelves before I get back?
What? Huh?
You looking for something in particular, Joe?
Yes, Uncle Bernard, but I don't see it. Ugh, all the girls are talking about it.
Those are the only records that came in.
Well, I just want to find it. It has to be here. It's called You Are My Starship. If I get that record, Marisa and all the girls, they're just gonna lose it.
Don't go running behind those girls. Listen to me now, right? Don't go growing up too fast.
You just sound like my mother. But I'm 16 and some of those girls are younger than me. I'm not running behind them. They're my friends. Or at least they should be. Friends are hard to come by. Good ones, anyway.
Look, maybe when I get back from making my run, I'll let you know what and what not to look for in a friend. Until then, keep your wits about you. And if anything happens, you put your foot on that button on the floor.
Oh, that bell is so loud. I only heard it one time. I think I was about 11 then, and What? Do you have a lot of friends where you're going?
In the numbers game, Chica, the only thing to make sure of is that they don't have you.
They don't have you what?
Look, that's going to take a little bit longer to explain. Just remember, when the phone rings, no matter who it is, you just pick it up and say he's on his way. And look, this book is for customers, and it's not for you to be reading.
Does your mama knows you're reading this book? I know this book. I remember it has like
Razor Ray, no, my mother don't know I'm reading this book. And right now, I don't know if I'm more afraid of her finding out or I'm afraid of you.
you don't need to be scared of me. Scratch my mom's records. You know.
There's something soft in your voice.
I don't want her to know.
Well, then we both have a secret to keep. You keep mine and I'll keep yours. Deal?
You have a deal.
What the hell is going on here?
Oh, nothing, Auntie.
I know you.
And Peaches, just calm down.
Get the fuck out the store. You shouldn't be in here. How the hell? Who let him in here?
God. And Peaches, take your hand off the bell. And Peaches. Jesus, he's gone. He's gone.
Oh my God. Okay. Did he hurt you? Did he hurt you? Are you okay, Mama?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
It's muted.
Joanne, what's going on in here? Are you all right?
That crazy motherfucker Razor Ray was in here. He was gonna try something, I can tell.
Razor Ray? Joe, are you all right? Razor Ray was here? Did he put his hands on you?
Oh, he didn't do nothing. He didn't hurt me. Uncle Bernard, please listen. I don't go. He didn't do anything, Uncle Bernard. Everything was fine. I was just reading your book.
You see, I told you to not read that. You're trying to grow up too fast.
Oh, when he came in, I didn't even notice him. He just wanted to get a record from his mother.
He had his hands all over her.
Oh, that's not true, Auntie.
I saw him holding your hand. He was trying something. I can't believe they still let him walk around here like this. He should be locked away, Uncle Bernard. You gotta do something. Get rid of him once and for all.
That will be cruel.
Look, I got to think this over. I'll tell you what, tomorrow's Sunday, Peaches. You come here and we'll talk. We'll make a plan.
The next morning, Bernard and Peaches are in the record shop alone.
Joanne isn't afraid of him.
She's young. She's naive.
Look, we've all been there at one time or another, but losing either one of those doesn't always work out for the best, especially if it's replaced by ignorance.
You calling me ignorant now? Why? Because I read the papers? Because I watch the news? You have the son of Sam killer, the torso killer that struck on 40 Deuce. How do you know that Razor Ray ain't something to do with that?
How do you know that I don't?
You never do shit like that. That ain't funny.
Look, I didn't mean for it to be funny, Peaches, but you only feel that way because you know I'm one of your own. And believe it or not, That so-called Razor Ray, deep down under whatever he's going through, he's one of our own too, Peaches.
He should be locked away. I can't believe that they still let him walk around here like this.
But he wasn't always like that. Ray was strong and good looking. You remember? Don't you, Peaches?
I don't know if I'd say all that.
Yeah, I think a lot of women you grew up with would have said that. Now, don't be shy. You remember. I had a dream last night. It's a recurring dream. I'm back in the DR. The house is open, and in the house there's so many hats. The last time I had this dream, your brother came into the store because he wanted to talk to me. You were just a kid then. So was he. He wanted to tell me something. I described the hats, the sights, but he didn't want to hear it. That day he came to see me, he came because of the rumors about you and the one you call Razor Ray. Your brother was trying to protect you.
I didn't tell him to do that. I was hurt, betrayed.
It's all right. It's all right.
End of play.
Thank you for spending this night with us. I want to thank the actors and the directors for wonderful work tonight. And if you feel like you would like to take classes with Around the Block, you're more than welcome. And if not, you can donate to Around the Block, or you can do both. So thank you so much again. Good night.
Thank you.